Welcome back to the channel. For those of you new here, my name is Jazz and I'm an Australian trained radiologist. Today we're tackling a question I get quite a lot. Should I do full-time radiology work or go locum? And which one actually pays more? This video will break it all down: pros, cons, money, lifestyle, and the hidden costs you need to know about. So let's jump right in. Let's start with full-time roles. These are your typical consultant or attending jobs within hospitals or private practices. You usually get a fixed salary, pension, sick pay, study leave, and other benefits. It's stable, predictable, and structured. Now I'm just going to stick to the basics because of course there will be pathways for equity and different pay structures, but those options are usually a bit further down the line after you have been working for a while. So in the UK, full-time NHS consultant salaries range from about $93,000 to $114,000 plus potential bonuses for additional responsibilities or private work. In the US, average salaries for radiologists are around $400,000 to $500,000 depending on location and subspecialty. And Australia, you're probably looking from around $500,000 to $700,000 Australian dollars. There's also job security and a team environment. You will get support from your colleagues. You can make connections with referrers, potentially partake in meetings or teaching, and there is some sense of career progression. Now let's talk about locuming. Locuming work is essentially freelance radiology. You fill in where there is a demand and you can often get paid significantly more per hour or per session than you would on a fixed contract. For example, in the UK, locum consultants can make anywhere between £800 to over £1,500 per day depending on the specialty and region. In the US, locum tenens radiologists can earn about $2,000 to $3,000 per day. In Australia, you're looking at around $3,500 to $4,000 Australian dollars per day. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. You don't get pension contributions, job security, or paid leave. You also need to manage your own taxes, insurance, and generally find your own work. Now, locum work might look more lucrative, but factor in the hidden costs. So travel, accommodation, which can be covered by the company. Otherwise, you need to consider the gaps between jobs, admin time, lack of benefits. Also, the unpredictability of work can be stressful. Some months, it could be packed with opportunities, while others are dead, but it just all comes down to the practice requirements. Also, if you're not disciplined with money management, the higher pay can be a trap because you, of course, need to save for tax, pension, and downtime. Full-time work offers routine and stability. You become part of a department or practice. You can build relationships and often have a better sense of work-life balance if your schedule is reasonable. Locuming does, however, offer freedom. You can take time off whenever you want, avoid department politics, and potentially earn in less time, but it can feel isolating and less secure. If we're talking strictly gross income, locuming overall likely wins, unless you happen to secure an above average salary, which can happen, say, if you take a job in a rural area where there is extremely high demand for a radiologist. So you can generally make more money faster. But if you value benefits, consistency, and long-term security, full-time might give you a better net benefit overall. Many radiologists end up doing a hybrid, holding a part-time contract and topping up with locums or teleradiology work. Which should you pick? It depends on your goals. You want maximum income and flexibility? Go locum. Want stability and long-term perks? Full-time might be better. Or do what many do, find a balance that suits you. If this video helped, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a comment if there are any particular breakdowns or comparisons you want to see. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.